Oh, that's a fancy fluffy thing you got at the end of your microphone. Oh, look at the camera. Lee, I believe, is performing, it's a farewell tour of the Backlands. Sort of like a Woodstock, but a big Woodstock. But I don't know what tree it is. Do you think it's a willow?
It's never a willow.
No, I didn't think it was.
We're going to be doing a photo shoot later on at a tree over there in the background, which we has recently been cut down. The idea is I'm going to be at the top of the tree with an acoustic guitar which will not burst into flames but will be set fire to. I'll be wearing a cape and some sort of comedy hat if I can find one, just for some iconic imagery really. I don't know if it's art or what it is, but more sort of in the vein of a sort of a rock album cover type thing.
What's Lee doing tonight? Some sort of fire, tree, cape, malarkey.
So the cape, I thought the cape would be a good idea. I was imagining something in my mind, either sort of a Dracula style with like quite a high collar on it with the big points, or something like James Brown had used to wear in his early shows when he's doing his feet shuffle and he throws his cape off and throws himself on the floor and goes into the splits. It's a real sort of showman's piece, and I think that the cape is something which it can make anything sort of spectacular and more magical. It's just an iconic thing, I think, the cape. Okay, the guitar I'm going to be using is quite an interesting story behind the guitar. Apparently this guitar used to belong to a monk, and when I found out about the history I thought it would be a real shame to sort of just let it go up in flames, so I'd imagine we're going to make a bit of material to go around the body of the guitar to act as a wick, which will soak in some sort of meths or something that's going to burn, but not too much really.
We could make a wick out of some blue tack and some string or something. Yeah?
I'm in the zone.
A few up there, and there's a few up there. Do you want a light on?
Oh yeah, nice.
Got the Afrikaans look.
That's the like Indiana Jones style.
But there is that. Stetson.
Let me see if my hair fits in it. Any sombreros in the house?
No, I've got rid of that.
That's what he wanted. That was his requirement.
his
last wish. I need pickles. The biggest jar ever. Jump. Hey. See you later.
But how do you know about the gherkins? I've not even mentioned the gherkins. Have I mentioned the gherkins?
No.
You've done your research on the gherkins. I will have a large jar of Wallies, which I'm quite fond of, which are average length around that sort of size. Gherkins, man, love them. Maybe in the special edition or the outtakes we could have a special piece to camera with the gherkins. Maybe, I don't know. If I can, I might be able to have them up there with me. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe I'll hide them somewhere in the background, but keep your eyes peeled for the gherkins.
Why are you doing it?
I am because I say I am. Why am I not doing it?
But you are doing it.
I am doing it.
Because it's there.
It's an event.
It will be a spectacle.
Someone needs to ride it, and it's going to be me. She will be mine.
It will be a spectacle.
That's it. Before shows, I often like to psych myself up with some tantric breathing.
Just got up another feel for it.
I don't know if I should be caping it up straight away. You can't see my bow tie from there. So I'm going to need the guitar up as well, aren't I?
Right, so what I'll do is I'll impregnate it, I'll bring it up,
and then I'll light it when it's up here.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what an evening's entertainment we got for you tonight.
What about putting your...
What is it? Well, some people would call it art.
Right foot,
Some people would call it
your left foot in that one,
madness.
and your right foot in this one.
We call it
Round here.
Captain Courageous.
Yeah, that's better.
There's a jar of pickles here for you.
Awesome.
I want to be a tree.
I don't actually. Yeah, there's towels and mackerel skies. That's going to piss down tomorrow. Go on then, drop the guitar. Let's hit shatter.
Do you want it launched?
Yeah, go on.
Wow thing.
Still good. Still good.
See, I do this all day long at work.
That's it. Toxic waste with a couple of floaters in it. Oh, there's some bit chilli in there. That might be a bit sweet and sour. Product of Holland. Nice. I won't eat one now. I'll just have my dinner. Nice. Did I say it earlier? Stay in school, kids. That's it. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not bad.